So apparently, some people want Congress to enact the 25th Amendment, thinking that it will allow, it will have Congress, it will give Congress the power to remove the president from office. That is not the case. I learned about the Constitution in high school, and I do know about the 25th Amendment. I read up on it. Did a refresher because it's been coming up on 35 years since I was in high school. I graduated in '91, but nothing's changed about it. The 25th Amendment states that in the event of the president leaving office either by death, resignation, or impeachment, the vice president automatically takes over. It is called the chain of succession. And in the case that the vice president is unable to assume office by the same reasons, then it's the Speaker of the House. It's never gone that far. I mean, 3 examples of the president leaving office that I remember. I mean, there's been many, because there's been presidents have died in office a lot, quite a few times. But 3 cases that have happened after the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth. The moment he was pronounced dead, Vice President Andrew Johnson was sworn in. That's the thing. They always, whenever the vice president is out somewhere doing something, there's always someone with him with that book that they use to swear in with a cop, or it's not the actual book. It's a copy of that book that they use to swear in the president on Inauguration Day. Now, roughly about 100 years later, JFK was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald. Now, keep your conspiracy theories to yourself. I don't care if it was a mafia hit or whatever. All I know is it happened. That was in the 60s. When he was assassinated, the moment he was pronounced dead, Vice President Lyndon Baines Johnson, who I believe was on, I think he was on Air Force One, I'm not too sure about that, but they show a picture of him on some type of craft of some sort, being sworn in. 1974, I believe it was, after with what happened with Watergate, President Nixon resigned. He was a hair away from being impeached. He said on TV that he announced that he is resigning from the office of president, and he said effective immediately. Therefore, his vice president at the time, Gerald Ford, took over. And basically that's it. So if in the case of a president leaving office in some way, the vice president will take over. So yeah, if you don't want President Trump to be in office and you want him removed, you're going to be stuck with JD Vance. So, and don't worry, I just say this to everybody who's just stick it out for another. Let's see, it was elected in 2024. It's gonna be 2026 for the next couple years. Okay, 2028, he can't run. Okay, and I'm saying this, I will continue to say it. He cannot run because of term limits. And this is his second term. Non-consecutive, yes, but it's his second term. President, after what happened with Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who was elected to 4 terms, didn't serve the 4 terms, he died in office. After what happened, that the president, there was I think it's a constitutional amendment now. I'm not too sure, but it's term limits for presidents for the presidency. They should have that in Congress, honestly, in my opinion. Congress people should not be able to serve lifelong terms. Anywho, yeah, he cannot, and I'm pretty sure that would cover non-consecutive, because the only other president served 2 non-consecutive terms, that he served that before the term limits was introduced. That was Grover Cleveland. Yeah, I know my U.S. history. A lot of people don't know their U.S. history, apparently. So yeah, for those who are saying they enacted 25th the Congress enacted 25th Amendment, that does not mean for them to give them the power to remove the president. And again, just stick it out until 2028 when he can't run. That's all I gotta say. Until next time, this is Lord Jazz, and thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.